Hello everyone, this is for the color wheel option 2. You are allowed to pick from many different things. What you see here in front of you is just a list of objects, random objects that have some sort of connection with these colors. And what I've done is I've highlighted the main colors that you should really focus on. If you wanted to go for some of these that aren't highlighted, which are the tertiary colors, you can definitely draw objects for those. Remember, you can do comic book characters, cartoon characters, you can do logos. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter as long as it fits with that color. So what I did as well is I put them in order. So I'm going to start with red, okay? And as long as red is across from green on the color wheel, and as long as the other primary, yellow, is across from violet, and then blue is across from orange, you should be fine. So the best way to do that is plan that out. Where is it going to go on the color wheel? So we're going to create our own. If you have some sort of circle object that you can help keep your circle a little cleaner, you can do that. Do it very lightly. I've mentioned ghost drawings before where you draw very lightly. So I'm going to trace inside just to kind of gives me an area of where I should be drawing in my small sketchbook. And also forgot to mention, if you don't have a sketchbook, that's fine. You can do it digital in your iPad. You can do any drawing app, doesn't matter, as long as it's approved by LASD. And I know most of y'all already have Autodesk Sketchbook, and also you've purchased other apps that you've used before in the classroom. If you don't have anything to circle to trace, don't worry about it. You can just freehand it. Just make sure you're within your borders of your paper, okay? So I'm gonna get started. And I'll probably just kind of randomly say things as I go along here. I'm trying to do my best with the equipment that I have at home. I'm gonna make sure that you guys are getting enough information from me so that way you can stay engaged with learning. And a lot of this is going to have to be a lot of patience and grace is going to have to be extended towards me and also towards you as well. All right. One more thing, because I just saw it with my eye. Over here to my right, I have some of my colored pencils. If you have colored pencils, great. If you have markers, awesome. Watercolor, whatever it is, as long as it's those colors from the color wheel, I don't care. If you happen to do it digitally, remember you can take photos and create this really cool photo collage if you want to on your iPad. If you wanted to do a drawing, again, on your iPad of these random objects or characters, go for it. Have fun. Enjoy it, okay? You're in a maybe more of a creative space. A lot of y'all get to be yourselves at home, so I really hope that I get to see some pretty cool drawings and some ideas. So this is option 2. Remember, this is you actually drawing objects that fit on the color wheel, and it's supposed to be connected to that color. So I'm going to start with red. I'll start with just doing a little circle drawing very lightly, because I'll go back and erase parts of it. All right. This kind of gives you an idea of where I'm drawing, and I apologize if you can't see. You'll see me go over it with a pen later, so I can outline it. So red, what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and start writing in where these colors go, and you can actually draw lines to each one. So I know that I'm going to put reds up here, so I'll do it inside of my circle. So I'll do red. All right. Beneath the red, because it has to be directly across on the color wheel, it has to be green. So I'll do green. All right. We also know, one second, I have some images I've pulled up. Let me get those ready. So we have red being a primary, green being a secondary. So it's also probably smart to make sure you get all your primaries in first. So I jumped to green, doesn't matter because it's important anyways. So usually there's a space here, which is your red, orange, and then you have your orange. So if you want to, you can go and put orange in. Again, if it's in pencil, you can erase it and move it over the best that you can. So I know directly across red and green because they're complementary. I know that Orange and blue are complementary, so let's see if this fits. And again, these are the main ones we're going to be focusing on. And then we have our next color is yellow right here. And then directly across from that is violet or purple. Let's do a review. To get orange, you have to mix these two. All right, red and yellow create orange. To get green, you have to mix these primaries. So these two make green. Blue and yellow make green. To get violet, you do these two primaries and you get blue and red make violet. You have this really cool design inside of the color wheel. Not needed. This is all optional. I like to plan. I like to know where I'm going to be drawing. So that's why I do this. This is sketchbook work. None of this would be something you would hang on the wall. So if I leave this information inside of my color wheel, that's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with red. There's so many different things you can do with red. There's many objects that are the same color over and over. Like I could have a red car. I could have a blue car, yellow car, whatever. If you want to use the same theme, like flowers throughout the whole thing, that's fine. You can. Just show me that you're working on drawing, that's what this is, and you're staying connected to what colors are in the world around you, okay? So the first one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look off my list here because I have a bunch to choose from. Let's keep it simple. Let's do an apple. So I'm gonna draw an apple, and I'm probably gonna have most of these overlap. And they can be three-dimensional, and they can be two-dimensional. So they can have shading, or it can just be flat color. They can be large and small, it does not matter. It is up to you, it is your creation. I always like to add a little stem up here. You can have two colors in there, so if this is red, my green would be up here for my leaf and brown there. The main color, 90% of it is red, which is fine. I'm gonna add a little glare over here. Sometimes there's one at the top. You can look at a picture if you want, or draw from memory, it's up to you. So I'm gonna leave that right there. I am gonna add maybe more of you can add multiple objects or just one, it doesn't matter. I have a couple that I've saved. Let me pull those up really quick on my computer. Again, use the internet to help you. I use it all the time. You can do, like the next one could be, you can transition if you want to, or just go jump to each one. I'm gonna try to fill in the spaces as I go. So what I might do is, I found this really cool koi fish picture. I'll just draw one of them. And all I have to do is just make sure it's more of a red-orange right here versus red or orange. It has to be more along here, all right? So I'm gonna just draw this kind of fish swimming. I'll do my best. Sometimes I'll go silent. I'm still here, just drawing. Again, this is just a sketch. I'll go in and clean it up, make it look nice. I think there's this back fin. Hope everyone's staying safe. I hope y'all are getting some rest. I hope you're choosing to learn and not stuck on video games. I will say it's hard to not play video games when it's right there in front of you. I'm definitely guilty of it. All right, so I can make this into a red-orange koi fish. It can look cartoony, realistic, doesn't matter. What I may do is now transition. I'm gonna go and do the orange one, and I may do another one right here. So let me look up my orange that I have selected. On my paper, I have pumpkin, bell pepper, fox, and fire. It might be pretty cool to do, let's do a slice of orange. So it would be a circle. And then you have an inner circle And then there's one more. Small layer of orange right here. And because there is a little bit of yellow showing, that's fine, but the main color is orange because it's coming from an orange. And then you have these pieces that are, it's all symmetrical. And what I had planned here was to do this fall leaf. Let me pull it up because it has some, I'm sorry, it didn't go there, it actually goes right here, more the yellow-orange area. So YO is yellow-orange. I'm telling you, these words here are helping me plan. So let's just draw up. Not sure how this is going to look. Have fun with the colors there. I may go back and fill this area in later. Gaps are fine, overlapping's fine. Doesn't matter. So now more of my yellows. I could do a lemon. I could do, let's see, what did I else have saved? I could do rubber ducky. How about that? Let's do a rubber ducky. So I'm going to draw a circle, a beak, the body, maybe bigger head. Okay, go back and color that. Here, in this area, you'd have like a yellow-green area, you'd have your blue-green, you would have your blue-violet, you'd have your red-violet. Yellow-green options, I have a tennis ball, I have a turtle or grapes, you could do a tennis ball. I think it's something like that. All right, green. It's not taking too long. Some of y'all may take way longer. I have other things I need to do, so I could probably spend all day on this. If you haven't already, make sure you follow, if you're on Instagram, Mr. Jack's art class. No spaces or any other symbols in it, it's just all one word. I'll be posting some of my own personal stuff on there, just kind of like what I do at home, because I always practice on my own personal stuff. It's a great opportunity for that. So we have our 4-leaf clover. Let's see, blue-green, what do I have for blue-green? I think I had, I mean, you could do anything. You could do like a sports drink or something. Let's make up our own. Let's draw. Sports drinks are always bright colors. Let's do a lid. Again, remember, you could have it a theme behind all of this. Mine are just random objects. I know a lot of y'all love drawing characters, and I can't wait to see what y'all have done. It would honestly take me a little bit more time to think about every little character that I'd love to do. All you have to do, remember in class, I'd say just try. Show some effort, you'll be good, okay? I'll have so much other stuff to worry about with all the other core classes. I know it's gonna be kind of tough. Let's do a dolphin. I'm gonna turn it. Do a dolphin right here. I haven't drawn a dolphin in a long time, maybe more cartoony. some big ol' eyes here. That's okay. Blue violet. I think I had. What did I have selected for blue violet? I mean, really anything. I don't have to put blue violet. I could just continue. You know, these are just helping to fill space. I think I had this really cool. I'm gonna jump to red violet. I'm gonna do this really cool diamond right here. And it goes up. Oh, missed some shapes. Violet, I had. Oh, I could do like some Converse or something, or you could do like sneakers. Let's do. Let's make these look cartoony. I'll do it this way. So I've tried to go to a couple skate parks, but they're all closed. I would think it'd be open since you're not close to people, but everything's closed. Can't wait for everything to go back to normal. Good thing there's sidewalks. I can still walk. Get some exercise that way. Blue violet, there still has to be something there. You know what I could do is like just make up something like, I could do a flower. Let's do a flower. I think I have a couple saved. Just do a couple here. Do some green stems. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is start to outline and color it, but you won't hear me talk much. I'm gonna be fast forwarding most of this, so that way this video isn't too long.